Hello, it's only Tuesday. Yep, it's definitely only Tuesday. It certainly feels like Thursday, and it's hot. Hot. And I'm very confused because while it's up in the 80s, it says it has low humidity, and I certainly feel that it's very humid. And look, my hair says it's very humid as well. So either the weather app is lying, or my hair's just gone frizzy, which could be the case as well, at which point, carry on. So, it's been a busy old weekend, and I think Nick and I have come to the conclusion that one of the reasons it's so busy is because the weather's so blinking hot. It makes you feel that you're doing 3 times the amount of work in the same amount of time. It's just been crazy. And somebody stopped me to ask me a question on Sunday, and I managed to pick up sunburn, which is very unlike me, because I normally barn hop from inside one barn to the next barn and try very hard not to spend any time outside in the direct sun, because I cannot keep sun cream on. It sweats right off my face, and it doesn't stay in my body either. So it's a right pest, and I quite frankly not very good at this nonsense, to be honest with you. So I've managed to avoid sunburn so far until Sunday. Honestly, should have known better. Anyway, we have had, I think, tentatively success with treating our big fluffy chick. She's had no more. In the last couple of days, I haven't been able to find any more maggots, and I'm hoping that the big gaping wound will just start to close over and heal. It will obviously heal from the inside to the out, so it could take some time. She is, I think Janine said, she will pop her in with the rabbits overnight, and they're in the old duck house. And the reason for that is that the chickens are on shavings and the rabbits are on cut straw, and the cut straw shouldn't stick to the open wound in the same way that the shavings would. So she's going to be over there for recuperation, and on super duper doodah days she'll be out on the grass eating. She has one of the little white bantams, either Coco or Chanel, with her as a companion, so that's a far better living experience than being in, okay, it was a Great Dane sized crate, but it was a crate in the sunroom, so that's far better for her. So let's hope that she continues to improve and eventually heals completely, because that would be wonderful. And I haven't killed my plants yet. Still time. I had to go and buy more compost today at the co-op, because I've got another 2 planters to plant up. You see, once you start planting planters, you just don't stop. It's lethal. So I'm hoping to get this over and done with sooner rather than later, because that would be great. And see how they go. I can't keep anything in the ground because, and I'm not doing very well sometimes with planters, because sometimes Billy Black ends up in here. We also had Magnus come for a wander through the backyard, and they all just like to take chunks out of my prized plants I keep in my planters. The other thing is, I've got a dog that keeps, in fact, it's blinking Noodles. Noodles is he's got a thing for hydrangeas, don't ask, but he likes to have a nibble of those for some reason. Now, I find this kind of peculiar, because I actually thought hydrangeas were toxic. Haven't killed him yet though, but I do get him kind of sharpish. So despite everybody's best efforts, everything appears to still be living, which is wonderful. So I'm very excited about that. And what else is happening? You have to ask me lots of questions, because otherwise I'll sit and prattle about my plants and my animals and all that sort of thing. I have Janine was concerned that the chickens that are in the white chicken house there's too many of them. I do have one that's a full-size chicken, and she will be coming up to the chickens up here, but the others are actually bantams, so we'll have to wait and see just what size they mature to. I do have some really lovely silkies, and the silkies have very feathery feet, and one of the reasons I'm very keen to keep them inside is if they go out on jobs, if you let them out, their feet just pick up every bit of yuck and mud, and they end up, because the feathers are so fine, they end up being desperately difficult to try and clean. So it's probably safest for everyone if they're actually inside. So and I've got two beautiful white ones, but they're just still a little bit too shy. So a bit of handling, and I'm hoping that if Janine decides to take her chickens down with her in November, that we've got a backup or even just a variety. So that would be helpful. And Percy Pig has been in the basement. Percy Pig does not get into the basement through the door any longer because we blocked that. He can actually use his snout to lift the rolling door, which is just what we need. So he's a very special pig. And he got very angry with me when I shooed him out. I actually had thought, oh look, success. He's not in the garage. That's wonderful. And then I heard this rustling, and I thought, that's a heck of a big chipmunk. And I said, Percy, and the little head came up. Now there he is. So he came out, and then he proceeded to be very angry with me as I chased him down the hill. And so he let his displeasure be known, and then went and stood outside Carlene's door. And I opened the door. Carlene was absolutely crashed out because she's been out on the job this afternoon. And then I thought to myself, I can't leave him in here, but he wouldn't go in his crate because we were having a disagreement. So I went to get Justin, and Justin says he's used to dealing with him, so he's popped him where he should be, which means he's probably back in my basement by now. So, and today's job was in Pilgrim, and it was a massive entourage. They went in 2 cars. It was Larky and Wanda and 4 of the chicks, Isaiah and Carlene. They were all in 1 car. And then, in fact, I think they took Mandy as well. And then in Michelle's car, there was Michelle and Janine and Wilhelmina. And this was Wilhelmina's first experience on the job, and apparently she was absolutely fantastic. So that's a really wonderful addition to the outreach team. So that is, that's a very proud mummy moment for Michelle. So that's good. And that keeps us with lots of different animals and people, who can go out and do these jobs. So that's fantastic. And I was speaking to somebody today, and they told me that the weather is going to be exceptionally hot for the rest of the week and into the weekend. I've given up looking at the weather, to be quite honest with you. And yeah, so, but it does look like there's rain coming as well, which is really good because it's really good if you don't mind cutting grass. But at the moment the grass is growing like crazy, and but everybody's got a lot to eat, and that's actually good, because normally at this time of year we're sort of like baked and crispy, but there's just been so much in the way of torrential rain. I got caught in it yesterday afternoon when I was doing evening chores, and honestly it was like 1 minute I was talking to my mule friend, and the next minute I was getting pelted. And it was just like a sudden onslaught of really heavy rain. So I made a run for it. I don't think I've run that fast in years. Made a run for it with Annie back up into the barn. And we were absolutely drenched. It was unbelievable. So, but you know what? It keeps things green. It doesn't seem to be doing much for our water table because we're still in drought proceedings, but everything's fine. Although it's really odd, the little pond down the hill, it's so low. It's keep thinking there must be a lot of surface water, and it just doesn't seem to be going in that little pond. So we also have a couple of coyotes causing a bit of chaos on Meredith, and it's a very difficult balance. As you know, the farm is kept as natural as possible. It's organic. We try to cohabit with, whatever comes along, like, the They used to stock the trout pond, and the heron was very grateful because it used to fly in every morning, pick up as many trout as it fancied, have its breakfast, wander away, and come back and empty the trout pond. So we work with nature, I would say. There's sometimes up to about 14 or 15 deer that travel through in the evening, and we have at one point had 2 packs of coyotes in separate sides of the farm. At the moment, it appears that we only have 2, as in 2 coyotes in one little pack, and one looks like it's maybe a year, and the other one's maybe 2 years. But they're getting kind of bold, and these are things that you just have to deal with. But there's a time and a place when they start coming in, and they're very interested in the domestic dogs, and that could potentially have a bit of a tricky spin on it. So we're just reviewing the situation, trying to make sure that we've got a balance. It's hello, my love.
Hello.
I'm talking about the coyotes on Meredith. So we're just trying to make sure that we've got a balance, and we'll have at it. Oh, you smell very, very fresh.
Orangey.
Yeah.
I was been spraying the orange stuff around.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Makes a world of difference.
It does. You smell delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So.
My luck's in tonight, guys.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, take you down to the farm and you can go and cuddle Boone. He loves a good
he
cuddle.
He doesn't like oranges.
He probably doesn't. Well, he probably does. He eats anything, that animal. So I was just talking about the coyotes down in Meredith.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because earlier on this spring, Annie and I were out, and Corey was waving at me, and I'm like, hello, and she's like, no, and I'm like, oh, it's Annie, and she's like, no, and I thought, she's still waving, and I was like, why is she still waving? And she came running over. She said, look over there, and there was 2 coyotes behind us, and we were up at the main barn, and I went, ah. So I decided that I would go and shoo them off because we don't like them anywhere near the sheep. Although Enzo, I think, is looking.
Yeah, I think the only sheep we've lost since Enzo's been there are ones that were
unwell
or old or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and
I think
Enzo is quite intent on his job.
I'm pretty scared of Enzo. Gotta say, yeah. Yeah. He doesn't like me.
Does he not like you?
No. Never friendly to me.
But you know what the problem is? If I die, you get Enzo.
Does he know that? Obviously not. Better start being nice to me. I got a surprise for you, Enzo.
It's you and me. I said to Sophie the other day, I said, when your dad and I pass on, I said, you might have to take Enzo. And she went, oh. No, absolutely not. I was like, uh-oh. What we're going to do.
I can appreciate that. That would be most people's reaction, to be quite honest.
He's a very nice mini mule.
I do like him. He just doesn't like me.
He's very choosy, I think.
He's very picky. I think he's got his person, and that's it. Like one person.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think also he's an animal who, if you don't see him every day on a regular basis, he doesn't pay attention to you. So I think he's probably good with you and Pam and Coral and the ones that he sees regularly. He only sees me at the weekend. Like you, oh yeah, back for the weekend, are we? Yeah.
Weekend warrior. He's an absolutely adorable little sweetheart. I have got him though, so that when I go into the paddock with his halter, he actually comes up and he puts his nose in the nose piece, and then I can pop the halter on.
Yeah, that's because he thinks he's getting food though.
Listen, we're counting our successes, Nick.
Yeah, I know. You got to take what you can in this life.
Especially with Enzo. It used to be, I remember about a year and a half ago, he was going through one of his very, 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 very ornery stages.
Yeah.
And I had to bring him in to get his feet done.
That's not a stage, by the way, that ornery thing. It's a personality trait. I
actually like him. He comes up for a cuddle every evening.
Good, well, it's your a little mule.
My little honey bunny. Yeah. And I had to go and get him, and I tell you, the pressure was on. I didn't manage to get him in time for the blinking farrier. I was 2 hours trying to get a halter on him because I went and did the farrier work with everybody else, and I thought, I can't let him get away with this today, because if he knows that I give up and I don't halter him, then he's like, yeah, watch this, I'll just keep running. The pair of us, I don't know who was more exhausted, me or Enzo, and we were going round in circles. I eventually managed to chase him into the barn, corner him, at which point he turned round and showed me his back end, trying to kick me, and I was like, I just don't have the energy for this. I said, come on, Zozo, enough's enough. And he went, all right, okay. Where do you want to go? Put his halter on, and we went out and did a tour around the path network in the farm, and he went back in. Honestly, I was like, I think I have had it with him. But he's now decided that he quite likes putting his halter on, and it's all A-OK.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I think. So I've trained him for when I pass on. And
Yeah, what's he coming to the funeral? I have to like try and halter that dog. Sorry, darling, I missed it. I'll see you in heaven. Sorry I missed the funeral, but I had some mini mule problems.
Well, I would presume that you would at least start the day before.
I think you should have him drawing your carriage.
You'd be going super fast. Yeah. Should slide out the back.
Well, it depends where you're going, though.
Depends where you're going. Yeah, he's a stunner. You've got to love him. Anyway, so he's very good at making sure that nothing that he doesn't like has entry to the paddock, and or anything he doesn't like. Not nothing. Anything he doesn't like doesn't have entry to the paddock. Yeah, and he sees a wheelbarrow coming into the paddock as an opportunity to escape, doesn't he?
Always, yeah.
He's an opportunist. So anyway,
there's a whole tactical manoeuvre of getting the wheelbarrow through the gate when Enzo's around.
Yeah.
It's very. You have to be on your
your guard,
to make sure you make it in without mishap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that I'm absolutely amazed about is that he is not interested in Misty the mule at all. And she is a standard mule, and he is just not even vaguely, well, she doesn't like him at all. And he's just not even vaguely interested in her. I am absolutely gobsmacked at that. It's bizarre, isn't it?
Maybe he's gay.
Yeah, maybe. Could be. Anyway, so we'll be going back to see him later, or I'll be going back to see him later, so I can give him a cuddle. And, what else is happening? So, what was I telling you about? Yeah, so we've got coyotes, and we're going to be keeping a very close eye on them. And somebody is blowing something in the driveway, so I'm sorry. Is it Janine?
Yeah.
What's she doing?
She's out there with her blower. I'll tell her to stop.
No, just leave her. She'll be fine. No, darling, it's fine. Leave, Nick. Just leave it. It's fine. Can you hear? I'm hoping you can hear me. So I'll just keep going. It's fine. Right. So let's go into any questions. Yeah, the weather's odd. I don't know if that's Coco or if it's Chanel. Janine would be the best one to tell you. I know, that's those goats, and I'm afraid to say 7 days a week, that's the goats. They're just there. They just love it when people come to the barn. And, it's not even to do with dinner. They're just the biggest social bunnies. They're like, hello, have we met you? We love you. They're wonderful. And we actually had, it was so nice because we actually had a visit on the farm on Friday. And this is something that we've done for the last couple of years. And there was children and their helpers. They come and they visit with the animals. So we had Harley out, and she was super. And then we visited with everybody, and the goats are just hilarious. They're super, super social. Hello, Jimny. Alright, I'm still going through the questions. Oh, I didn't think Jiminy and were Jiminy and Carla, you can answer this, were Jiminy and I thought Sizzle was 9, and if they're puppies they must be much younger. He's 7, yep, that sounds a bit better. Oh, so Ginger and Coco, they're doing really well. He's hilarious. He's found a stick, he's got a ball, he sunbathes, it's roasting hot and he's still sunbathing. I mean, it's crazy. He drags the hay out from inside and makes a wee bed at the entrance to the barn and lies on it. And I can only imagine he's roasting hot. And his mother's standing inside underneath the fan. So, yeah, but he's doing really well. I think he's growing. He's getting even leggier. So I'm going to have to start getting a halter on him and getting him moving. That'll be fun. Wilhelmina is Michelle's dog, the big black dog. Yes, that's where the chickens are, in the rabbit enclosure. I'm still going through these questions. Hello, Pat. That was a close call yesterday.
Oh yeah. What happened?
Do you know, unfortunately...
Pat thought she'd won and she
No,
hadn't.
she was told she'd won and then not quite.
I think she should.
Oh, have you seen the new duck in the barn? Have you got a new duck and you didn't tell me?
I don't know anything about ducks. It's got one duck, yeah?
No, it says a new duck.
There's a new duck in the barn.
It's not the white duck, is it? Nick's duck.
I don't know anything about ducks.
I don't know anything about ducks either. That's because I'm not in the duck department.
I don't know, maybe Janine got a duck.
Oh, the T-tent camera is down again. My Gracie actually has Anatolian guarding dog in her. And she's worse than useless. Well, I don't think we're getting any more dogs on here anyway. Enzo's probably jealous of Nick.
Many people are. Yeah, that is very true, Marlon. Many people are.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you see, the thing is, coyotes are scared of donkeys, but we have mini donkeys, and it's really just not a chance that you would like to take with them, in all honesty. I tell you who does seem to square up to the coyotes, and this is not, anything that's forced, is one of the alpacas. I find that quite worrying.
Why is that?
Well, just in case they popped a fence and came in and upset him.
Alpacas are pretty big. I mean, I'd be kind
Well,
of scared
I
of
suppose.
an alpaca. Yeah?
I suppose.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of the alpacas. I tell you, it's a pretty frightening experience, me going over to that farm full stop.
I'm surprised you come. Oh dear. Goodness. Right, so the T-tent camera is down. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know anything about it, but it seems to be very temperamental at the moment.
Sizzle was 10, yes, because I'm thinking this was getting awful close in age if we've got a 7-year-old. Is there a new duck? It's not our white duck, is it? Janine got it from a parking lot.
As you do. Well, there you go.
There's new duck with the white duck. Oh, well, we didn't know anything about that.
No, have to go down and see that.
A wild rescue duck.
Less of the wild, more of the rescue.
Oh dear. Well, that'll be interesting. She didn't pick a wild duck from outside, did she?
Somebody's probably missing a duck.
A mallard duck. Right, I don't know where she's got that from.
Is that a mate? That's a lady.
Apparently.
Gosh, I would.
Apparently, hold on, yesterday, apparently there were 3 ducks in a parking lot. 2 were run over and the 3rd one was rescued. The rescuer called Janine and asked if she would take it. She said yes, and there it is at Goldy's. Oh, well, there you are. That must be what happened. Oh, that's a shame. Poor duck.
Well,
there you have it. We have a new duck. Very exciting. So, oh my goodness. What else is going on? I should show you my planters.
oh, did we have those last week?
No, I gotta show you these planters. These are actually Nick's planters. Oh!
Well, conceptually.
Well, yeah, conceptually. So they're Nick's planters, and he's going to keep them alive. I planted them. There we are. Still living. Hey, Nick, you need to deadhead your things. Your petunias.
These little ones don't seem to be doing.
Yes, they are. The flowers just
Okay,
die
yeah.
back.
Right,
Yeah, you
okay.
have to deadhead them, though.
Right.
So there's that. So these are actually, the reason we have these big bowl things here is because I am supposed to be redoing these things here. So I better sit back down here where I know I've got signal. Hang on, I turn round. So what I'm doing with those things is they were salvage. And I've had them for a good number of years and a good number of house moves. I think I've brought them everywhere. And then I decided I am going to try out limestone, lime paint, because apparently it is good for restoration and it's non-toxic. So I am going to try that and just see how it goes, and then if it works there, I'll be covering everything in lime paint. So there, and that'll be something else for us to do, because we you know, obviously are lacking in things to occupy our time. Not. I better check just in case there's any more questions. Oh, listen. Sorry, I would go with the National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day if it were me, but then again, it's not. So that's us. We'll end it there, and I'm going to go and get some hay for here. I'm going to take Carlene's red car and pick up 4 bales of hay. So there's hay for tomorrow, and do my chores, and then I'll be back in, and we might have something for dinner if Nick's feeling adventurous.
Hope you're not hoping I'm
He says, I hope you're not hoping I'm making anything, because that's true. Oh, Japanese beetles. I don't want them here. I've got enough problems keeping things alive. Ugh, bah humbug. Well, I hope your Japanese beetles find it too hot and disappear. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us, and we might both be back on Thursday if Nick's still speaking to me. Maybe.
I didn't realise that was an option.
It's not actually. So we'll be back. Thank you for joining us, and have a lovely evening, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Night night.